It was like a gala down in Nelspruit yesterday afternoon, the whole town turning out to watch the first man away in the Wesbank Rally, Cyril van der Merwe, the Springbok navigator, Frans Boshoff alongside him. 28 stages there, all action to the town, the first 2 stages in tar, and there's the works Toyota. Cape Town, Serge Damso on stage 2, and really sending this little 4x4 Toyota Conquest. There's Jeff Mortimer seeing over his fleet of cars, Nick Duval, now that's Johan Evertson, the Lindsay Sakers, Quattro going very well, putting up a great show with this huge crowd that turned out to watch the action. There's another shot of him coming around this long loop, heavy onto the brakes. Right turn, and watch this car getting onto the roads, accelerates away.
Wel, die eerste 2 sneldele is in die middendorp van Nelspruit gehou. En hier sien ons die motor van Jannie Habig en sy navigator saam met hom was Ewald van Rensburg. Goeie vertoning daar die rille. Hier is Hannes Grobler en Piet Swanepoel in die 4-wiel aangedrewe Nissan Skyline. Dit is deur die bosse daar in die omgewing van Sawi. Ongelukkige probleem gehad hier reg aan die einde van die eerste sneldeel waar hulle papwiel ontwikkel het, gelukkig aan die einde van die sneldeel, en hulle het ook later weer 'n papwiel gekry, maar in hierdie stadium 'n baie goeie tyd. Daar kan jy sien 10 minute 46 waar hulle 12 sekondes vinniger deur die sneldeel gegaan het as Cyril van der Merwe.
And Hannes certainly always a threat while he's in the running, one of the leading Springbok drivers and very fast too. Down in the deep forest, down near Sabi, Serge Dam's in action. It's a very tight hairpin, this one. And then they get the 4x4 slow turners, but when the power comes on, they just shoot down these wooded streets like rocket ships. There's action. Cassie could see he's in his home territory here, and getting those wheels into bud as the stones just come our way as he powers down the shaded lane. Then Glenn Hall going, no, that's Nick Duval, Cape Town's Nick Duval. Takes an easy round there and powers. That's the 4x4 Passat, based on the Audi 500 SE.
Motor wat ook later, of in die begin van die tydren 'n paar probleme gehad het en later gekom. Hier is Glenn Hall en sy navigator Guy Hodgson en hulle in 'n Volkswagen Golf 16 klip. Hier is Frans Boshoff wat in die begin van die 6de sneldeel kyk of sy horlosie daar nog loop, en dan spring Serge Damso en Vito Bonafide weg in die eerste posisie aan die begin van die 6de sneldeel. Cassie Coetzee het homself 'n bietjie misreken daar in die vroeëre sneldele, gelukkig geen ernstige skade nie en hulle is gereed om weg te spring op die 6de sneldeel. Tweede algeheel op hierdie oomblik en eerste in klas B. Derde van der Merwe en Boshoff, en die tyd van die motor nommer 1, jy kan bietjie sien aan die einde van hierdie sneltraject, wys baie duidelik dat Cyril van der Merwe baie hard probeer om gedurende tyd in te haal. Die oomblik dus in die derde posisie algeheel.
And you just see it's all action, flames coming out the back as Frans Boshoff checks his times. As the afternoon went on, it got dustier. There you can see Cyril van der Merwe, the fastest time in that stage. Now that car there, it holds 100 litres in the tank. It does 170 litres, 100 Ks. So they're using 1,7 litres every kilometre. It's pushing 500 to 600 horsepower. Hannes Robler taking a break there, not a happy man. He's had a few problems. They've had punctures on and there's his broken wheel now. Very heavy on the transmission to suffer this sort of problem early on in the rally.
Dit is natuurlijk hoe wie lyk as 'n hele end op 'n sneltraject sonder enige band moes gegaan het. Die motor van Glenn Hall, hulle se bande word gebloei terwyl Glenn Gibbons en Peter Caffrey ook daar inkom met pap agterband. Hulle loop voor in klas C en ek dink dit is 'n bewys van die kwaai toestande. Tony Pond en Richard Leake se bakkie turbo aangejaagde Hilux het probleme gehad van die begin af. Hierdie tydrens sneldele word beskou as van die beste in die wêreld en sekerlik ook van die mooistes. En hier is Cassie Coetzee by die Forest Falls in traject nummer 8.
Beautiful scenery here. There's Hannes Robler now having to go very slowly behind the punctured Ben van der Westhuizen, racing there with his wife Isabel, but slowing up Hannes Robler and putting back those vital seconds.
Dit is Jeff Sanders en Gary Schoof van hulle 16 klep golf wat sonder probleme daar, of sonder groot probleme daar deur die water gekom.
It seemed to be a feature going through the water that the Gulfs actually came out of there with a healthy mist which cleared as they went further down into the forest.
Hier is Serge Damso aan die einde van hierdie sneldeel.
Right, Serge, it's 11 stages gone. Nice, comfortable lead there. A minute if it's comfortable.
Yes, well, I would like a longer lead, but a minute's good enough for the moment.
Nou kom ons kyk na die volgorde op die oomblik. Aan die einde van die eerste 11 sneldele Dit is die eerste rushalte aan die einde van die aand. En die voorlopers is nog steeds Serge Damsou en Vito Bonafide. Dit is natuurlijk na 8 sneltrajecte, daar is hulle. En so 'n minuut voor Van der Merwe en Boshoff, gevolgd deur Grobler en Swanepoel. In die vierwiel aangedrewe Nissan Scanlan. Cassie Coetzee op die oomblik in die 4de posisie. En dan volg 'n baie goeie vertoning deur die voorwiel aangedrewe
Glenn Hall, you've had quite an exceptional day so far.
Yeah, it's been going well, very well. The car's running just fine.
Now, you're right up with the leader for a small front-wheel drive car to be with these the monster cars in the front. Takes some doing.
Well, we've had a couple of moments. 2 more than I would have wanted today, that's for sure.
What sort of moment?
A bit of a 2-wheeling stunt there, and we just went wide, but luckily there was place to go.
Wasn't driver error?
Probably.
Now, from now on, it's now the regrouping and now they're into the night and going right through the night. Is it tougher during the night for the competitors?
Yes, it's getting tougher and tougher. Up to this stage, the competitors has done already what you could call a national championship event, but now the rally really starts.
And they get no rest, of course. I mean, they just have a little bit of a break now.
Yeah, they can have a bit of a shower and a meal, and that's it, and then they carry on.
Right now, early morning now, it's just 5:30 in the morning. Sarel van der Merwe starting to lead the rally.
Any problems
during the night?
Yes, Roger, we had quite a lot of problems. We had some punctures, and we had a alternator malfunction, which meant we drove for 40 k's with very minimal light, which was a bit hairy. But things have got better since then, and we're now in the lead by some almost 3 minutes.
So how are you meaning to play it to the end?
Coolly.
Right, well, there's the route now to the end. From Middelburg, they regroup. That's all the cars come together and forget about their previous gaps. They're 1 minute apart as they set off towards Witbank after the Middelburg 2 stages in Middelburg. Witbank down to Uchies and then going north again towards Bronkhorstspruit. Then it's along to Pretoria and the testing grounds in Petroleum Street. And finally, they get to the Brookenhout Kloof testing centre in Pretoria. 7 stages to go at this stage. Still lots of excitement left in this Wesbank rally. And here we are with the positions after at the regroup there. Sarel van der Merwe, as you can see, 2.5 minutes in the lead ahead of Nick de Waal and Guy Hodgson. And of course, that's the Volkswagens 1 and 2. The spectacular Cassie Coetzee in 3rd position with Wiley Harrington. The Middelburg Sport Complex. This is stage 22. It's nearly 4 kilometers long, the stage, and in front of you, one of the 24 cars left in this Wesbank rally, the man himself, Sarel van der Merwe, 10-time South African rally champion. He's got 500 horses being put into action. He's on the tar stage at the moment, the tar section of the stage. Just listen to that turbo squeaking there as the wastegate opens. As he comes round, he'll be round on the tar. We're picking him up now as he comes round. There he comes now towards us. And it's going to be sharp left again and then coming towards us. Then he gets onto the dirt section where he's most at home. These are dirt tyres on this, so they're Michelins on these cars with those strengthened sidewalls, as we've heard in earlier reports from Jeff Mortimer. We're coming through the car park now, next to the Middelburg Sports offices. Here he comes now. Just look at the power. You can hear that wastegating squeaking away. What control he has. They're leading this rally by just on 2.5 minutes at the moment. He can really afford to cool it. He comes into the park now, right next to our commentary position, sorting out. It gets a 6-speed gearbox, top speed, 220 kilometers an hour when he's really in anger and going down a long stretch. Watch this acceleration. They call it chitty chitty bang bang. You can hear the squeaking, that chip 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 as the wastegate opens there from the turbochargers, pumping about 1,7 bars and can produce horsepower anything up to 600 k's. Now we're on to the dirt.
Nick de Waal wat daar sit, gereed sit om weg te spring in hierdie sneldeel, die 22ste een, terwyl van der Merwe klaarmaak. Sarel van der Merwe en Frans Boshoff wat voorloop op die oomblik en kan bekostig om 'n bietjie rustiger te neem as deur die nag. Voorsprong van ongeveer 2,5 minute op die oomblik bo Nick de Waal en Guy Hodgson. Hier kan hulle daar sien staan en oor die afgetel nou is hulle weg. En hierdie is natuurlik die 4-wiel aangedrewe Volkswagen Passat Synchro CLE met die 5 liter of liever 5-silinder 2,2 liter engine en ook met de turbo aanjaag. Dit is grondbande wat op hierdie motors is vir hierdie deel van die traject. Die traject 'n mengsel van teer en grondpad. En na agter die bosse deur is dit de Waal. Hulle het van die begin van die tydren af 'n paar probleme gehad, maar dit lyk my deur die nag het hulle die probleme opgelos. En Nick het vroeër vanoggend vir my gesê, op die oomblik kan hy daarom met al 5 silinders jaag op hierdie motor. Baie goeie vertoning deur Nick de Waal en Guy Hodgson, wat nog nie heeltemal die verwagtinge voldoen het wat hierdie jaar aan hulle gestel is nie.
Just listen to the sheer grunt and horsepower of that motor based on the 500 SE motor. It's got the quattro rods, it's got quattro crankshaft, and has given a tremendous performance in this rally. That's Nick de Waal from Cape Town, one of the real up-and-coming drivers. And look at that control. And it's a 5-speed gearbox. Heavy on the brakes, they've got ventilated discs. 4-pot brakes to give it extra braking. Shield was by dirt tires on it. All action from Nick de Waal from the Western Province. Lying second at the moment, just 2.5 minutes behind the leading Volkswagen Audi. This is the works team, lying 1 and 2 at the moment. But the next man in your picture now, that
Volgende is Cassie Coetzee en Wally Harrington op die oomblik in die 3de posisie en daar die agterwiel aangedrewe Nissan Skyline van hulle. En 'n interessante puntjie is dat die vorige 3 Wesbank internasionale tydrenne het Cassie Coetzee en Wally Harrington elke keer 3de geëindig. Op die oomblik nog in die 3de posisie en 'n bietjie verder